It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Vikings and the Falcons, all that and more, coming up next.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw again. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
23 yards the pickup there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. One yard is the gain. And the Vikings are going to have it now, first and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Amari Cooper from 10 yards out. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first and 10, here's Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Oh, a heck of a move. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And some room to run now. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And, you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On play action, Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point try now for Santoso. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now back to throw. Cooper fast with the feet. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll run with Cook. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Amari Cooper on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run off tackle right with Williams. He stiff arms him. A second stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a first down. Play action. Now it's Lance. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Joseph Osai. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's pulled in at the 32. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play here in this first half. Playoffs. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Lance looking to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught, Cooper. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He gets this to Thornton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Lance now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Downfield and caught by Thornton. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Lance on the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And the tight end goes in motion left. A final shot before half for Lance toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
In motion, the tight end. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass. Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the second of our triple-header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first,
a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter.
Here we go.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Out left and complete to Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, trade him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Second and 11. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Falcons have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. That's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Santoso now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Left side, Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go on second and 12. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On first down, Lance. That's complete yet again to Thornton.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to send him back on second. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cooper. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! John Mechie from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done. I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
From the 39, Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons
Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. "13 yards remaining on second down." Back to throw here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And they will take a 7-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Repeat of the last play going to Mechie here. The Vikings in the hurry-up. They're hustling up to the line. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. John Mechie. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Holding offense.
So they... the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. On 2nd down, Williams. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Lance back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lance looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He's back to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown.